Hey guys, it's Chris at Highline Guitars. You're watching another one of my YouTube guitar building videos. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope that by the end of this video, I'll have earned the honor and privilege of your subscription. In today's video, I'm going to be doing another one of my AliExpress tool reviews. And the tool that I'm going to be reviewing is this diamond fret crowning tool. I first saw this tool pop up on an ad as I was scrolling through one of the social media sites. And when I saw it, the first thing I thought of was, man, that looks a lot like the fret crowning tool that StewMac sells. The difference is the StewMac tool costs $129 and this tool was selling for $15. So I thought, oh, I got to try this. I'm the sort of person who knows the value of a quality tool, but at the same time, I have had experiences over the years where I've purchased cheap tools that work really well. So I thought this may be one of those situations. Who knows? The only way to find out is to buy it and try it. So I ordered it, and then I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And par for the course of purchasing products off of AliExpress, it took about 2-3 weeks before the tool actually arrived. Fortunately, it actually did arrive. I have ordered from AliExpress in the past and had orders canceled or they just never showed up. But in this case, I got the tool, and yeah, it looks a lot like the tool that StewMac sells. In fact, as I was preparing for this video, I did a little research to find out what other fret crowning tools are out there and what their prices are and that sort of thing. It's not something I look at every single day, so I wanted to refresh my memory. And I found that when it comes to fret crowning tools, especially diamond fret crowning tools, there is a wide variety of tools out there. They're coming from companies like Music Nomad. There's the Fret Guru. Hosco sells one called the UFO. StewMac has several different versions or different varieties of diamond fret crowning tools. And it seems to be apparently a fairly hot tool to be making and selling. So I thought that this would be a good opportunity to see if this tool can do the task of crowning frets. So I'm going to bring you a little closer. I'm going to show you how this tool works, and together we're going to decide whether this tool is worth the $15 or if it's just a complete waste of money. Okay, so I have leveled the frets on this guitar neck, and I used a leveling beam to do this. So as you can see, I've got some flat spots on the tops of all the frets. And the crowning tool obviously is designed to round over that top so that there isn't a flat spot, leaving just the very center of the fret at the height that the frets were leveled to. Now, this tool is a diamond fret file. It has, or is alleged to have, diamond abrasive grits that are bonded to the surface. And there is a groove in this tool that goes all the way around the tip and over the top. However, if you remove this stretchy handle material, the groove sort of dissipates and it becomes flat along the top surface here before becoming a groove again. And if you look closely, the groove is fairly well centered on part of the tool, but then it seems to be a little bit off center on other parts of the tool. It seems fairly crudely made, but it's a groove nevertheless. And it does have what appears to be diamond grit bonded to the surface. Now, I don't know what grit this is. It's not mentioned in the advertising for the product. So I can only guess as to what it would be. Now, if I compare the grit on this tool with, say, the grit on a StewMac, this is one of their compact Z files. This is the centered one, and this one is 150 grit. It doesn't look anything like this tool. This tool appears to have a much coarser grit than the 150 grit on this StewMac tool. So I would have to guess that this is something like an 80, maybe 100 grit. Could even be 60. I don't know. I can't tell. But it does look coarser than the 150 grit on the StewMac Z file. Hey guys, I just want to take a moment to encourage you to click that thumbs up button. Do it right now. It's a great way to show my channel's support. It doesn't cost you anything. But if you'd like to step up your support to the next level, you can visit my eGuitar Plans web store or my Highline Guitars merch store. There's links in the description below. And any purchase you make there is going to help support this channel so I can keep making these videos and sharing my knowledge and experience with you. Also, you can click the thanks button and leave a tip in the amount that you think is fair. Or, most importantly, you can click the join button and become a member. And as a member, you're going to have access to videos just like the one you're watching, but with a lot more information and detail. Now let's get back to the video. Now, in order for diamond grits to work, they have to be, the edges of the grit have to be sharp so that it can dig into the metal that you're filing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can put a crown on this first fret, which has a really flat top, and we'll see how fast it forms that crown. So I'm going to take this groove and I'm going to place it right down on top of the fret, and then I'm going to start moving back and forth. Now, to be honest with you, it doesn't feel like it's even doing anything. I don't feel the grit digging into the metal. And I can't see that flat spot is being reduced. There may be some very slight grit scratches on the surface, but I can't tell that it's actually doing anything. Let me try the other side. That feels about the same. I mean, I suppose if I were to continue filing for a long period, it might start to do something, but that top still feels really flat, like it hasn't done anything. I mean, it feels like it's just sliding over the surface. Now to compare that, I'll use the StewMac 150 grit. Now you can hear the difference in how this tool works. And it is creating a crown much faster. In fact, it's almost crowned. This fret was pretty bad though. I had really flattened it out. Let's see, now and you can even see along the edges the little particles of metal that have been removed. Okay, so let's move on to the next fret. And this one has a pretty flat surface as well, as just like the first one did. It's not doing anything. It is not removing any material. In fact, you can't even see any particles of metal on either side of the fret. So I'll switch and I'll try the StewMac file. Yeah, well, you can see the particles that are building up on both sides of the fret. Normally I would mask off a fretboard before I do this work, but I wanted to demonstrate as clearly as possible how well each tool is working. And the StewMac file definitely forms the crown very quickly, and it removes that material efficiently. But this little AliExpress fret file isn't doing anything. Absolutely nothing. So obviously, I would recommend giving this tool a hard pass. It just simply doesn't work at all. So you'd be wasting $15 and then wasting the weeks it takes for the item to be shipped from China to your location. There are better alternatives. You've got your StewMac diamond fret crowning file, the Music Nomad, the Fret Guru, the Hosco UFO. I think all of those are going to work much better. However, you need to purchase the actual branded tool from a reputable supplier because there are knockoffs of all those tools. This is a good example of it. And I would be really concerned about whether or not any of the knockoffs would work. However, diamond fret crowning tools are really popular right now, and a lot of companies are making them. And for good reason. They work really well because they remove material very quickly. You can file in both directions, and the tool is removing material no matter what direction you're moving the file. It also leaves finer scratches, which are easier to remove when it comes time to polish the frets. The only disadvantage with the diamond grits is they don't last. They will wear out over time. And that means every time they wear out, you're going to have to get a new tool. Unfortunately, the only tool I know of out there that offers a warranty where once it wears out, you can replace it with a new tool is StewMac. And that's part of the reason why their diamond fret crowning file is the most expensive one on the market. When it wears out, you send it back to them, they send you a new one. The other tools, they don't do it that way. As soon as your tool wears out, and that could be 10, 15 years down the road, you have to buy a new tool. And who knows if they're even still going to be around when it comes time to do that. At any rate, I'm going to give this tool a hard pass, tell you don't buy it, don't waste your money. And I hope this video has been useful. I hope that you found it beneficial in helping you to make a decision about purchasing a tool like this. If so, give the video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And then as always, you can do all the things I said before. You can visit the eGuitar Plans web store, the Highline Guitars merch store. You can click the thanks button, leave a tip in the amount that you think is fair. You can click the join button, become a member, and watch videos just like this one, but with a lot more information and detail. At any rate, as always, take care, stay safe, and I hope you'll be back for more guitar building videos.